What's going on, everyone? I got a treat for y'all today. We're making jerk fried mushrooms. Let's get into it. Look at that goodness. Y'all gotta try this one out. For the jerk sauce, we're gonna be using onions, hot pepper, bell pepper, scallion, garlic, ginger, tomato, and a little bit of lime juice. My mushroom of choice for this recipe is gonna be oyster mushrooms. In a blender or food processor, you want to add your onions, about a quarter of a bell pepper. I like to add about a quarter of a plum tomato, 1 hot pepper, but I strongly warn you, if you don't like spiciness, don't add the whole thing. Throw in some fresh ginger. Next, add your scallion. Then you want to add some fresh garlic. For the spices, we have about a teaspoon of allspice, about a teaspoon of nutmeg, add a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Again, if you don't like spiciness, don't add it. I'm trying to save you. About a teaspoon of some dill. Then you want to add your coconut aminos. Also add some date syrup or some agave would work just as well. I threw in a little bit of garlic powder because why not? Squeeze out some lime juice into the blender as well. Now add a little bit of grapeseed oil. Now you want to give it all a nice blend. Your jerk sauce should look something like this once you're all finished. For the dry batter, I used about 1.5 cups of spelt flour. Add in 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of coriander, about a teaspoon of curry powder just for some extra flavor. I like to add some parsley flakes. I also added some crushed peppers, but again, if you don't like the spiciness, do not add them. Last, you want to add 1 teaspoon of sea salt. After washing and drying your mushrooms, you want to get your jerk sauce all over them. Leave no spot uncovered. You want to get that jerk sauce in, around, and under all of the petals of the mushrooms. If you love spicy foods, then do not be shy with your jerk sauce. Get it all in there. Now, if you like, you could definitely let your mushrooms marinate overnight in the refrigerator, but I don't have the time for that, so I'm just gonna make sure I get the sauce everywhere. Be sure to get the sauce in between and around every single petal. Time to put the mushrooms into the flour. You want to just plop them in there and get the flour everywhere you possibly can. Again, in, between, and around all of the petals of the mushroom to ensure that they have a nice, perfect fry. Your mushrooms should look something like this once they're all battered up. After battering your mushrooms, you want to sprinkle a light coat of flour on top of each one. Get your grapeseed oil up to a medium-high heat. Drop your mushrooms in there and let them fry. After about 5 minutes, you want to flip them over. They're going to be a little bit darker in color because of the jerk sauce, but don't be alarmed. Once they look like this on both sides, they're all finished. Add them into a rack and let them cool off. Now it's time to eat. You can make oyster mushrooms plenty of different ways, but this is by far one of my favorites. I threw them on a plate with a wild rice and quinoa mixture and some broccolini. If you try this recipe out, let me know what you think.